Residing in solitude, particularly as one ages, is frequently depicted as a serene and liberating journey. You have the freedom to pursue your desires at your own pace, unencumbered by interruptions or the demands of others. While this holds some truth, there exists another facet of the narrative that often remains unspoken. Insights you won't encounter until you find yourself immersed in the experience. I've collected insights from numerous platforms and discussions, and I wish to convey the prevailing sentiments of the crowd. This is not merely my journey. It is a shared narrative from those who have traversed this road ahead of me. It's not entirely negative. It's simply authentic. Let us delve into the aspects of solitary living as one ages that often go unspoken, and explore ways to truly embrace and enhance this experience. One of the most unexpected revelations of living alone in your later years is the realization that you are your own safety net. No one is present to observe if anything takes a turn for the worse. I've come across tales of individuals who tumbled and remained undiscovered for hours, or even days, due to the absence of anyone to check on them consistently. A Redditor recounted their experience of needing to bring their phone with them at all times, even into the shower, merely a precaution. Though it may seem a bit drastic, considering your safety in advance is a wise approach. It may be wise to don a smartwatch or a medical alert system, particularly if you reside in a more secluded region or lack nearby companions. This measure offers a sense of tranquility, allowing you to embrace solitary living with assurance. I recall a particular remark from a woman on an online forum who had the foresight to install an emergency key lockbox outside her home. In this manner, should an unforeseen event occur, reliable friends or family members can gain entry without the need to shatter a window. 2. The experience of loneliness can pose a significant challenge, even for those who identify as introverts. Many believe that solitude is a fantasy for introverts, and largely, it holds true. Yet, even those who prefer solitude may encounter waves of loneliness, particularly as they age. Numerous individuals on various forums express that their social circles have diminished over time, as friends have relocated, retired, or, sadly, passed away. The quest to forge new connections often appears increasingly daunting. An elderly gentleman recounted in a forum his experience of going days without engaging in a single conversation with another soul. He cherished his freedom, yet found himself longing for the simple exchanges that come with companionship, a partner or a roommate to share fleeting conversations about the mundane, like the weather or dinner plans. For some, the answer has been to welcome a pet into their lives. Companionship, routine, and responsibility are gifts bestowed upon us by our beloved pets. In the words of a woman on a forum, while my cat may not speak, his presence when I return home is what truly matters. 3. The task of managing home maintenance can often feel like an insurmountable challenge. As the years pass, an often overlooked challenge emerges: the struggle to maintain the household chores that once seemed so manageable. With the passage of time, our vitality undergoes a transformation. Chores such as cleaning gutters, mowing the lawn, or even vacuuming can often seem more draining. I've come across numerous tales of elderly individuals who allow certain tasks to fall by the wayside, driven by a waning energy or a diminished inclination to engage in them. A woman recounted her habit of maintaining a list of home projects that awaited attention, only to find herself postponing the majority of them. It wasn't that she lacked affection for her home. Rather, the sheer weight of it all felt insurmountable to face by herself. If you find yourself in this situation, seek assistance without delay. Consider enlisting the help of a professional for the more demanding tasks, or perhaps inviting family and friends to lend a hand from time to time. Should your finances permit, think about the possibility of downsizing. A compact living environment translates to reduced upkeep and fewer concerns, allowing you to savor the moments that truly count. Your daily routine transforms into something sacred, and that is perfectly acceptable. One aspect that resonates in numerous personal narratives is the significance of daily routines when one resides alone. In the absence of a partner or housemate to share the weight of responsibilities, or to embark on spontaneous adventures, your routine transforms into your anchor of stability. The morning coffee savored on the porch, the leisurely afternoon strolls, and the cherished evening ritual of your favorite TV show. These simple pleasures anchor you in the rhythm of life. A woman in her 70s recounted her morning ritual of playing the same song as she prepares breakfast, infusing her quiet home with a burst of energy. A different man shared his anticipation for the ritual of watering his garden each evening. He expressed that it transcended mere plants. It was the sense of purpose and structure that infused his day with meaning. In that, one can find a certain beauty. Do not allow anyone to convince you that adhering to a structured routine is undesirable. It is in these subtle routine instances that the experience of solitude truly shines. Your rituals bestow upon you a sense of mastery over your existence. Cooking for one presents its challenges, yet it can be a deeply satisfying endeavor. Preparing meals for oneself can often present unforeseen challenges as one navigates the complexities of adulthood and solitude. There's no necessity to whip up grand feasts, and at times, the thought of crafting an entire meal solely for oneself can seem like an overwhelming endeavor. Countless tales have unfolded before me, revealing how individuals often resort to frozen meals or takeout, drawn by the allure of convenience. Yet, as a woman remarked in a forum, embracing the art of cooking for oneself can completely transform one's outlook. It shifts from being merely about the effort to a deeper focus on the nurturing you extend towards yourself. Consider embracing the art of batch cooking during the weekends or preparing meals that can sustain you over several days. Some have discovered delight in the art of experimenting with new recipes, embracing it as a cherished hobby rather than a mundane task. Preparing food for yourself can transform into a small yet meaningful ritual of self-care, a gentle reminder that you are deserving of the effort it takes. Additionally, it serves as a more wholesome and cost-effective choice over time. The stillness can serve as both a gift and a burden. Silence often catches individuals off guard, striking with an intensity they never anticipated when they begin to navigate life in solitude, particularly if they come from a background of lively homes or the constant activity of a demanding career. In the evenings, the house often envelops itself in an unsettling silence. For some, that tranquility is a source of strength, while for others, it breeds discomfort. An older woman recounted how she began to leave the radio playing softly in the background as she went about her chores, seeking to fill the silence with a comforting hum of sound. A different man shared that he tunes into podcasts all day long, seeking the comforting sensation of conversation in his ears. Be it music, audiobooks, or television, discovering avenues to shatter the silence can significantly alter the atmosphere. Conversely, silence can truly be a blessing, particularly for those who have always found themselves amidst the company of others. It serves as a sanctuary for contemplation, introspection, and renewal. 7. It is essential to approach physical activity with intention. As one navigates the journey of aging in solitude, the motivation to rise and engage with the world may dwindle. In the absence of a companion or housemate to motivate you to step outside or engage in communal pursuits, one can easily slip into a life of inactivity. A number of individuals on forums have shared that after spending a period in solitude, they observed a decline in their physical fitness. A man recounted his gradual shift from daily walks to an increasing tendency to remain seated for longer periods. It wasn't until my body began to stiffen that I truly recognized the extent of my inactivity. Maintaining physical activity demands a greater level of intention when you find yourself as your sole source of motivation. Integrating physical activity into your daily routine, regardless of its scale, is an excellent approach to sustaining your health. Be it establishing a daily step target, engaging in gentle morning stretches, or participating in a community fitness class tailored for older adults, these small endeavors can significantly enhance your overall well-being. A woman I came across chose to adopt a dog solely for this purpose. The dog requires a stroll, prompting her to set off as well. Engaging in physical activity need not be confined to the walls of a gym. Whether it's tending to your garden, twirling in your living room, or opting for the stairs over the elevator, there are countless ways to embrace movement. Maintaining an active body not only enhances your physical well-being, but also elevates your spirits and clarifies your thoughts. Your perception of time might transform in unforeseen manners. One aspect that frequently goes unexamined is the way in which solitude can transform one's perception of time. In the absence of another's presence, the passage of time can become a blur, leaving you adrift in the days, weeks, and even months. Numerous individuals on the internet have observed that time can either drag on interminably or vanish without a trace. A man shared in a forum that Following his retirement and the loss of his spouse, there were days when he found himself uncertain of the day or even the time. This occurs as you find yourself devoid of external signals, such as a partner's work commitments or children's engagements, that once provided a framework for your daily routine. Fortunately, you possess the ability to craft your own cadence. Many individuals discover that adhering to a flexible timetable proves beneficial. Consider assigning particular days to distinct tasks: grocery shopping on Mondays, house cleaning on Thursdays, and so forth. Many individuals discover that immersing themselves in hobbies creates anticipation for certain moments throughout the day or week, such as participating in a weekly class, tending to their gardens in the afternoons, or preparing delightful Sunday dinners. While it is essential to monitor the passage of time, it is equally vital to embrace the rhythm of its unfolding. Residing in solitude offers the opportunity to shape your daily routine according to your own preferences, and that is truly a treasure. 9. The process of decluttering presents a dual challenge, becoming simultaneously simpler and more complex. Living alone imbues the act of decluttering with a fresh importance. On one hand, the absence of others allows for a seamless decision-making process regarding what to retain or discard. Conversely, every element within your home serves as a mirror to your existence. Each photograph, each volume, each item of furniture is imbued with memories, and the act of parting with them can evoke a profound sense of intimacy. I recall coming across a remark from a woman of advanced years who had spent many solitary days. She recounted her struggle with holding on to items imbued with sentimental value, despite the awareness that they were no longer necessary in her life. She remarked, "It's just me. So who does it really hurt to cling to these things?" Yet I ponder, do I truly wish to abandon all of this for another to untangle? Numerous individuals within online communities highlight the profound emotional challenges associated with decluttering in the solitude of living alone. Items acquire a profound significance, and letting go of them resembles the act of turning the final pages of a story that has shaped your existence. Yet within the act of simplification lies a certain liberation. A man in his late 60s recounted his journey towards simplifying life by choosing to downsize his possessions for the benefit of himself and his family. He expressed that it brought him a sense of tranquility, realizing that his home seemed more under control. When one finds themselves older and alone, the act of decluttering transcends mere minimalism. Your environment should embody your current self, rather than echoing the person you once were. It is perfectly acceptable to hold on to the things that spark joy within you. However, releasing what no longer serves a purpose can lead to a profound sense of freedom. Begin with the basics. Focus on a single aspect, and permit yourself to experience the emotions that arise along the way. Ultimately, this is your domain, and you hold the authority to mold it according to your desires. While social invitations may dwindle, it is essential to cultivate your own joy. As one ages and finds themselves living alone, it becomes rather surprising to notice the gradual decline of social invitations. It's not that individuals cease to care for you. Rather, as friends and family transition into various phases of life, engrossed in their own families, careers, or perhaps relocating, you may discover yourself increasingly distanced from communal engagements. Several individuals in online discussions have shared their observations regarding a decline in invitations to social gatherings, leading to a sense of isolation. A woman recounted in a discussion, "I once waited for my phone to ring, but I've come to understand the importance of taking initiative. This advice holds immense value. Rather than sitting idly by for invitations from others, take the initiative to cultivate your own vibrant social life. It might be as effortless as extending an invitation to a friend for coffee, curating a book club, or arranging a cozy movie night in the comfort of your living room. The most delightful aspect, when you take the reins of hosting or organizing the merriment, you have the power to mold it to reflect your own passions and pleasures." A man in his 60s spoke of initiating a neighborhood walking group, where each Sunday, a select few would gather to traverse various local trails. It sustained his connection and engagement, all while allowing him to indulge in a passion he cherished. Embracing solitude grants you the liberty to curate your social existence, so seize that opportunity. Should you have a passion for crafting, consider hosting a DIY night and inviting others to join in the creative fun. Should you find yourself enamored with a television series, consider organizing a weekly gathering to indulge in its episodes together. Take the initiative to connect, and you'll discover that others will be inspired to join you. Neglecting self-care may come easily, yet its significance has never been greater. In the solitude of living alone, the days can blur together unnoticed, with no one to remark upon the same outfit worn for 3 consecutive days, nor to question the absence of a home-cooked meal. One can easily slip into a pattern of neglecting self-care. Numerous individuals on forums confess that solitude occasionally evokes the question, "For whom am I undertaking this journey?" However, the truth is, this journey is for your own sake. A man recounted his journey of solitude, revealing how, after years of isolation, he found himself neglecting the little things, skipping meals, forgoing regular showers, and sinking into the couch for far too long. He remarked that one woman revealed her evening ritual of lighting candles, applying a face mask, and immersing herself in a book. It's a modest ritual, yet it's a practice she embraces solely for her own sake, to experience a sense of nurturing. Prioritize self-care, even in the absence of an audience to acknowledge it. Put on your clothes in the morning, even if you have no plans to go out. Prepare dishes that bring you joy, and indulge in the little pleasures that elevate your spirit. Ultimately, you find yourself in solitude, yet you are worthy of the finest care, and it is solely within your power to provide it for yourself. Embracing solitude in one's later years presents its own set of challenges, yet it can also offer profound fulfillment. The power to shape your own existence lies within you, and that is a truly invaluable gift. Keep in mind that seeking assistance is perfectly acceptable. Being ready for the unforeseen is wise, and relying on others when necessary is a strength. Your journey has brought you to this point, and a world of possibilities awaits you ahead. Embrace the elements that bring you joy, be it a cherished companion, a flourishing garden, or a treasured book. In those challenging moments, hold on to the truth that solitude is but an illusion. A vibrant community exists, filled with individuals navigating their own journeys, much like yours. We invite you to express your own reflections and stories in the comments section. If this video resonates with you, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing so you won't miss any of our upcoming content. I appreciate your time and attention in watching.